guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Abigail and I'm slightly obsessed with books and beauty. Today I'm going to give you guys a tour of my entire bookshelf. Okay, so we're gonna get right into it today. We're gonna start in the middle section of my bookshelf. So we have the TV in the middle of everything, and then on each side we have my TBR for July and Hannah's TBR. Hannah is my sister. Go check out, we just picked our July TBRs using a TBR jar. And so we have my TBR and Hannah's TBR so that we can just grab whichever one we want to read at the current time. Also just reminds us that we have to read these books, and so we can see them dwindling down as the month goes on. Okay, so up here we have like our prime series. So we have Harry Potter here, which is, Hannah just recently read it, but I grew up reading Harry Potter, so we have all of these displayed. We have a bunch of cute little items that I got either at Universal or just simply off of like Amazon. I have a cute little Lego set there. This is like the books that I got when I was obsessed with it. I have the Fantastic Beasts. I literally have the Tales of the Beetle and the Bard. Literally, I have a spell book. It's kind of crazy. But over here, we have the exclusive Hunger Games covers, and then we have the Ballad and Sunrise on the Reaping. So we love these series. These are like Hannah's childhood series, I would say, is the Hunger Games, and mine is definitely Harry Potter. This is my cat, Ginger. She's such a baby. Oh, come on. She's not happy. Come back. Ginge? And then the top is just the holy grail. We have the Boys of Tommen series. Gosh, I want the UK cover so bad, but I only have the regular ones. But Saving Six is actually missing because I'm currently rereading and annotating it. As you can see, I have annotated all of Binding 13. I have annotated all of Keeping 13. So I'm working my way through. I'm on Saving Six. I'm about halfway through. And it's very fun to re-experience it many times over. This is the only series that I consistently reread. I would say that I probably reread at least one book in the series at least one time a year. We have this little book-like thing. It's like a wall pocket. We have a bunch of little bookmarks in it, and it's really just like a storage place for all of our bookmarks so they're not all over the place, so that we can just grab a book, grab a bookmark, and be ready to read. I actually made this in my ceramics class, so that's why it's not very artistic. And then this is our romance side of our bookshelf, as you can see with all the colors. So we do all these three shelves. We classify all of these books as romance books. I'm saying we because this is like my bookshelf, but it's also my sister's bookshelf. We have some books displayed, like this one. This is an exclusive edition that we got off of TikTok shop. It has beautiful sprayed edges. Look at this. Holy, I will forever prefer indie covers because they're just so amazing. Like look at this cover art. Look at these end pages. They're so pretty. Anyways, and this was a book that we got off of TikTok shop because we saw this girl who only had like 70 copies of this book. I think it is also on Kindle though, so I'm not sure. But we bought it. We were sitting in the hot tub one night and we bought it. Impulse buy. So we have a bunch of stickers that goes with it and everything. But it's beautiful, as you can see, with everything. There was so much thought put into this book. As you can see, there's literally pictures in the book throughout. It's crazy. So we obviously display this. So we just go alphabetically here. We display certain books, like I have this Icebreaker special edition. It's super pretty. Hot take, here you go. I love Icebreaker. I thought it was a great book. I didn't like it at the time, then I reread it, and I actually was not getting the problem that everyone had with it. And then we just continue on this shelf with all of our romance books. We have our Emily Henry, Allie Hazelwood. We are displaying this book simply because of the cover. I don't even know what it's about. Hannah told me not to display it, but I thought it was too pretty to not, so I displayed it. And you can see, like, as we take out, like, in the beginning of the month, like, the bookshelves are, like, sporadic and, like, a little looser because we take out 14 books. Hannah got this when she was in high school, before I started reading. When she was in high school, she got this. This is Lila by Kay Pope, and she bought it not knowing that it was literally the textbook format. Okay, fun fact, I have never read Archer's Voice. I'm very intrigued in the concept. I have never read a book where one of the main characters is mute. So I have Archer's Voice. My sister got this for me when she was in college. I think it was a birthday gift or a Christmas gift, one of the two. And it is an annotated special edition, and in the margins of this book, throughout the story, there are just annotations from the author. Hopefully this is not a spoiler page, but it's very cute. It's just very pretty as well. Like, look at that. Look at the gold accents, like all of this. This is our last shelf. Like, we combine all of our romances, sports romances, like summer romances, like YA romances. We kind of just combine everything. We have a sign that I think is hilarious sitting next to Chestnut Springs. It says, "Life's too short to dance with ugly cowboys." I get it because it's next to Chestnut Springs. Hannah has not read Chestnut Springs yet, but she needs to because it's amazing. And then down here we have like our fiction books mainly. Like we have Frederick Bachman, Taylor Jenkins Reid, Sally Rooney. This is Hannah's favorite book of all time. I loved this book. She annotated this and it is now ruined because our mom read this at the beach last year and it got a little wet. So it's just a little ruined. But I say that it adds character because this is like the big font version. I think that's it for over here. So I think we're gonna move over to our fantasy and mystery thriller side. Okay, I got a cherry Coke because I'm like dying and I needed one. I haven't had a Coke all day. So this is our fantasy side. Well, it also has mysteries and thrillers and classics, but I mainly focus up here because I love fantasy. Fantasy romantasy is my favorite genre ever. But we are going to actually start at the top. So I need to get a stool. I still can't reach it, but it's okay. Up here, I have my Lego set. This is my Harry Potter castle Lego set. So that is the top shelf because I need to keep it away from my cats. And then down here is where our fantasy section starts. So we go alphabetically with what we classify as fantasy. The first main series that we display is Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. You will learn very quickly that I love this series. I'm obsessed with this series. It took me quite a bit of time to get through the third book, but I flew through the first two. And then we move into Tahara Mafi books. I've only read the first This Woven Kingdom. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna have to read Shatter Me now. I'm just not totally intrigued, but I think once I start the series, I will love it because my best friend loves it. So I think I'm gonna give it a chance, especially since it's coming to screens. And then we have Zodiac Academy. So fun fact, I flew through this series so fast. Actually, that's a lie, I still haven't finished it. But I have read up to book 5. So I bought the first book because I was like, I'm gonna need to read this series physically. Like, I'm not gonna be able to read it on Kindle. So I bought the first book. I finished it in a day. The day that I bought it, I finished it. So what was I gonna do? Not read the second book? No. I read the second book on Kindle, bought the third book, and then I read books 4 and 5 on Kindle. So I only have book 1 and 3 of Zodiac because I flew through it so fast. I think I'm gonna get books 6 and 7 and read those physically, but we'll get there when we get there. I have so many books that I want to read right now, and I think they are just not like up here with what I want to read right now because it's very investing. It's a very investing series. I love it so much. It's definitely, probably, depending on how the series ends, going to be in my God tier. I love it so much. I love the connection I have to the characters. I love the vibe. If you don't like bully romance, don't read it because it is very much a bully romance. I feel like I'm gonna fall every time I take a step. It is very much a bully romance, but it is also very much it's so connecting, and I feel so connected to all of the characters and I just love them. But I totally understand people who don't like it. I'm not like a diehard, like, you need to like this. Like, I understand it's not everyone's cup of tea, but personally, I love it. Okay, so moving down here, we have another one of my favorite fantasy series of all time. It's When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. I actually haven't read the second one yet. I have read and annotated the first When the Moon Hatched. It's super cute and I love it so much. I just love this book. I love the covers. I love everything about this author's publishing. And then I have Dire Bound. I've yet to read this book. I have FOMO from people reading Fury Bound. Like, I watched a video this morning and I saw a girl reading Fury Bound and I was like, hello, I need to be reading Fury Bound. And then I have the Powerless trilogy. I have very mixed feelings about this trilogy. I loved it at the time, but I honestly I don't get how I finished it. I understand how I liked it because of like the space that I was in. Like, it was one of the first like 2020s fantasy that I ever picked up, so that's a mixed feelings book for me. So next we have one of my favorite authors of all time, Sarah J. Maas. I have read ACOTAR. I've read all of this. The first book is missing because my sister has it. She has not read it. I'm trying to get her to catch up so that me, my friend, and my sister, so that we all can buddy read when the new books come out this fall. But I've read all of ACOTAR. I am on book 3 of Throne of Glass. This is how I read Throne of Glass. I did Throne of Glass, Crown of Midnight, and then The Assassin's Blade, and then I'm going to continue the series. Very controversial. Some people say to read The Assassin's Blade first. I'm personally loving my experience with knowing like her from these 2 books. I'm personally loving that, and I feel like I would have been confused if I would have read that first. But I don't know. That's just my take on it. I think you should read the first 2 before you pick up the prequel, but you do whatever you want. I did whatever I wanted. I haven't finished Throne of Glass, but I'm very excited to finish. I'm very intrigued. I just have so many books that I want to read right now. It's so overwhelming.
Oh, Muffin, it's so hard being you.
She has a whole shelf just for her because she deserves it. Next, down here, we have the mystery thriller section. So this is mainly, I don't pick books out of here a lot. I will be honest, I don't really look at the shelf a lot. I have all of Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I have read all of these except for the Brothers Hawthorne. I haven't finished the Natural series, but I have to before the next book gets released because apparently another book is getting released this year. Inheritance Games, the first book was 5 stars. The last 2 were for me at least. A lot of these are from challenges we do in Barnes & Noble. Hannah loves this cover, so I'll just feature it for you. It's The Ghostwriter by Julie Clark. I don't know anything about it, so I'm not even going to try to explain it to you. But she loves the sprayed edges because it literally looks like the book is on fire. Down here we have like historical fictions, classics, like all of that. Like we have The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna that I've yet to read. There we have 2 copies of 1984 because I have 2 siblings and both of them are teachers. So both of them brought a copy of 1984 home. So that's why we have 2 copies of 1984. That's also why we have Animal Farm. That's also why we have The Giver. We would not have like a section if my siblings were not teachers. Like the only books in this section that I picked out are Little Woman, Wuthering Heights, The Nightingale, and The Great Gatsby. 4 of these out of like 10 here. So thank my siblings for having a classic section. Okay, so that is all of my books on my bookshelf. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so glad that I could show you this today. I hope you enjoyed seeing my bookshelves. Make sure to like and make sure to subscribe down below for more content to come. Thanks for coming with me today. Bye!